Georgia Tech, the number 8 seed. Only 8 scholarship players available. They have endured a very tough season in terms of injuries. They are ranked as the most efficient offense in the country. George on the attack to the baseline. Here's Powell outside with a long one, and he'll stick the triple.
And Duncan Powell, who's been a Caleb Foster for Sion James, the point guards who normally rely on Jay Lucas for their guidance.
Foster, Evans, and Brown getting ready to check into the game for Duke. And a basket. Count that. He'll be headed to the line as well. By Ndongo, really active offensively early.
But he had a chance, OB, to be the first person to ever win Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year. Duncan Powell knocks down his second three and then daps up Davis Stoudemire along the sideline.
And in the top 10 in the nation in assists per game.
And this is a mismatch here that Ndongo needs to take advantage of. However, he finds the hot guy. And Duncan Powell, whenever
Duke has gone scoreless for over 3 minutes. Ndongo for Sutton. He'll lift and sinks it. He knocks down a 3. Duke needs somebody. James spinning into the lane. Yes.
A much-needed bucket for the Blue Devils. Sion James attacking the rim.
They out-rebounded the Hoos 44-26 in that win. Proctor loses it. And Ndongo bounces for Terry. He'll slam it.
And Georgia Tech being the scrappy team to start this game. By Ndongo finding Terry. For the miss by Duncan Powell, they're still shooting 50% from 3.
Flagg trying to take the baseline. Went for the dunk, and he's denied by Ndongo.
Against Cooper Flagg, trying to go off the bounce. For the Blue Devils, it's do something other than shoot. The Duke patrons, they'll tell you that being down isn't that big of a deal. Losing Maliq Brown is a much bigger deal because you may not see him again this season after injuring that left shoulder for a second time.
Nice.
Along the baseline, ready.
Powell with a strong move, and it's Cooper Flagg to say not this time. Here's Evans to line one up. And finally, Duke hits a triple.
And just like that, Davis Stoudemire recognizing the last thing that you need to happen in this building is to see.
Focus on who's on the floor. We have to get stops. He felt they were way too tight on the offensive end and just playing more relaxed together.
Angel, you know this very well, of course, after being on the court for so long. When one of your teammates goes down, you often play for that guy. And, of course, with the Blue Devils right now, they're playing not only for themselves, but for Cooper and Maliq as well.
You're playing for 2 and a very popular assistant coach as well. So last time they led it was 6-5. Here it comes from James. Got it!
Davis Stoudemire concerned as to where he's going to get scoring against this Duke Blue Devil team.
And a pick by Proctor. And we'll slam it down. And Duke continues to roll 38-31.
Doing the job defensively, coming up with the steal. Also the highlight to give his team a 7-point lead. But if you can't play, you want to make sure you're on the bench, encouraging and doing anything you can to help your team win.
In for Evans, instant offense. Much like Jalen Withers, for North Carolina.
Yes.
Lighten up as a Charlotte guy. One triple after another. Maluach with the slam as Kon Knueppel alley-ooped him.
And those two guys tried to connect on the first possession of the game. The best freshman, however, you still got some pretty good ones. Kon Knueppel pointing to spots where they wanted them to go. The 6th assist for Kon Knueppel.
George with a spin, another short one. Kon Knueppel and Maluach. And once again, racing to the other end to play defense. By Ndongo at the block. Terry, quick strike, and he'll be at the line looking for a 3-point play.
And Davis Stoudemire still trying to figure out how they were able to penetrate against the zone. I believe Ndongo had a little help on this.
Shoots over 50%, makes his threes, and doesn't turn the ball over. Powell's been kind of quiet as of late, starting to heat up again with a 3-pointer.
And Georgia Tech's going to need much more of that down the stretch. Duncan Powell, who was the hero yesterday for the Yellow Jackets, coming up with a big bucket to get the lead back to 8.
5 minutes to go in Charlotte. Knueppel threading inside, banks it in, he'll go to the line. He's had a really nice couple of series here. And with Flagg on the bench once again. George lost it. Knueppel scoops. Maluach slams it down. That's what Duke has done.
They really have, and Nate George just loses the basketball. Kon Knueppel keeping his head up, allowing Khaman Maluach to show off his ball handling skills in the open floor ACC tournament game.
Final seconds, Powell on the move against James, and he'll bank it in. But today, Duke overcomes. And it was a long afternoon, but they win it 78-70. Very serious injury concerns, but Duke moves on to the semifinals.